So for today's video, we're going to be reviewing the episode that came out, episode 8, I believe it was saga of Tanya, the Evil Season 2, episode 8, which came out today. So honestly, it was a pretty chilled out. I mean, nothing really big happened in this episode. You could be the judge of that by watching it yourself, but while I was watching it, there was two things that popped up in my head. So the first thing was that scene where the scientist like pulls up to explain like the engineering and like what's gonna happen, and to everyone's surprise, even to my surprise, kinda, it was like it turned out to be that mad scientist all the way back in season 1. And obviously it's funny, it's a little like a reunion, because like there's literally been no mention of him after that scene in season 1. Like, we didn't know he died or he lived somewhere, you know? So that was kind of neat to see him again. But it's also pretty funny because he, as the mad scientist, he already has like this fanatic side of him. Like, like when he explains his inventions, he goes crazy. He has that factor, but kind of the opposite of like Tanya, because Tanya is like such an atheist, as we know, is one of the main traits of RMC, that they're atheists. And you know, they're in this world trying to prove like, oh, you don't need God or whatever. But he comes at the gun like, cause he's like he's a religious fanatic, and like for Christianity, so he's like totally for God. Like everything that happens good in his life, he like, oh, bless the Lord or whatever. And then Anya's over here, she like has a sour face. She's like, no, actually it's a human effort or will or whatever. So it's just funny to see that duality exist. But yeah, the second thing was that, to me, especially after watching like the end of the episode, when Tanya and her mages like pulled up to the Ildura Kingdom, which to them was like unexpected, I guess. But to me, I feel like next episode is definitely the calm before the storm. Now, why do I say that? Well, if you haven't read, the title of the next episode is pretty self-explanatory. By the way, the title for episode 9 will be Sightseeing Tour. So obviously, Tanya, it's already kind of like it's already self-explanatory that here Tanya will get like a rest episode here in Ildura. And I feel like this will kind of be a turning point in the whole series, because there I feel like she'll understand true peace of like, okay, cause like throughout the series, 24/7. We've only seen her in that like military outfit only like 2 times out of like 2 seasons have we seen her like not in that clothing. So I feel like here in Ildra she'll kind of like let loose a little, and then she'll finally get the taste of like, okay, this could be my life forever if I wasn't fighting this war. So I feel like she'll get like the idea of like kind of backstabbing the Empire, because spoiler warning, we kind of know she's gonna, at some point, she's gonna betray the Empire. So I feel like episode 9 is where we're gonna see it like fully blossom of like, why don't I just betray the Empire so my life, so I can live this peaceful life. But yeah, that's what I so far got from this episode. Overall, it was a pretty cool episode, and like I said, I'm very excited for next episode, and I hope you guys also feel the same. But I think I'm in the video here. Please like, subscribe it. I'll see you next time. Bye.